Okay, before we even get into it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment right now so you don't miss when part 2 drops. Because, honestly, I might have to make this a whole series. Let's see how this one does first. Alright, let's talk about how many listens it took for me to like weird K-pop and K-pop adjacent songs. And yes, before you all jump me for saying KATSEYE is K-pop, listen, we know. They're global girlies, okay? Calm down, I know. But they're K-pop adjacent. They're close enough, don't come for me, I'm just trying to have fun here. So recently, people have been dragging me because I said Woke Up in Tokyo by BABYMONSTER was a terrible song. In my opinion, okay? Music is subjective. But y'all were acting like I insulted someone's ancestor. So today, I'm proving I'm a weird and fun music enjoyer. I love experimental songs, strange songs, and songs that make you go, what in the world am I listening to? But I usually end up loving them later. Keyword, usually. Let's talk about it. Spaghetti by SSERAFIM featuring J-Hope. One listen. This one was instant love. One listen and I was like, yup, that's my song. I made a whole video about it, so if you saw that, you already know. I genuinely think Spaghetti is one of SSERAFIM's most complete songs in years. It's weird, yes. It's campy, yes, but it's fun. Like, the production actually goes somewhere, and J-Hope's verse, girl, he ate. Like, this was his track low-key. The moment that beat dropped, I was like, oh, this isn't just pasta. It's a 5-course meal. The way it's chaotic but still clean, he did that. Gnarly by KATSEYE. About 2 to 3 listens. Listen, when I first heard this song, it was literally 12 a.m. on the dot. I remember sitting there like, what is this? I didn't know if I was supposed to laugh, dance, or call for help, but after like 2 listens, it got stuck in my head, and then I saw the performance, and girl, that was it. I was like, oh, okay, this is camp, this is art. Suddenly, I'm screaming gnarly in my kitchen. People think I'm exaggerating, but this song actually ate once you get it. Like, you have to stop taking it so seriously. It's not meant to sound pretty, it's meant to sound insane, and it delivers. I even made a video about it because I couldn't stop thinking about how unserious yet catchy it was. This is the kind of chaos I support. Baddie by I-DLE.
I'm a baddie, but the baddie, pretty little risky baddie.
One listen. The moment I heard I'm a baddie, I was like, yes you are. Period. People were hating on this because I've switched up their elegant sound for something more bold and brash, but I loved it immediately. The dance break, insane. The energy, perfect. Everyone's like, they fell off, and I'm like, no, they stood up. This song is so fun live too. And honestly, I appreciate I-DLE for just not being afraid to get a little loud and experimental. Sometimes you gotta bark a little. Baddie understood the assignment. One listen and I was converted. O.O by NMIXX. At least 10 listens. I won't lie to you, the first time I heard O.O, I hated it. Like, genuinely. I was sitting there confused. I felt like I was in 3 different universes at once. It was like 3 songs stitched together by a mad scientist. But after a few months, and yes, it took months, I finally got it. It's chaotic, it's messy, it's loud, but it's also very NMIXX. Once I embraced the insanity, I was like, oh, wait, this kind of slaps. I miss when NMIXX was just out there dropping songs with 47 beat changes and no warning. These days, they're more stable, but there was something magical about that early chaos. Now we got O.O Part 1 and O.O Part 2 on their recent album as separate songs because y'all were begging them to do that. Zimzalabim by Red Velvet. Over 15 listens. Okay, this one is rough. It took me literal years to even tolerate it. When I first heard Zimzalabim, I was like, nope. I love Red Velvet with my whole heart, But that zimzalabim zim zimzalabim chant, girl, it haunts me. Now, after time and Stockholm Syndrome, I can get past it. It's not something I'd willingly queue up, but if it plays, I won't instantly skip it anymore. It's camp, it's experimental, and it's very SM core, but lord, it took me 15 listens and spiritual growth to understand it. Shout out to Red Velvet for being the queens of confusion. Macaroni and Cheese by Young Posse.
Cheese, macaroni cheese, I got macaroni cheese.
One listen. Oh my god, people didn't like this song? Are we listening to the same thing? From the very first listen, I was obsessed. Number one macaroni cheese defender right here. It's unserious, it's weird, and that makes it so fun. Like, I get it, the lyrics are kind of ridiculous, but that's the point. It's giving camp, it's giving meme, it's giving main character energy in a fast food commercial. Everyone's busy taking it too seriously, and I'm over here dancing like it's 2010 again. The beat, the flow, the confidence. I love it. Y'all can stay mad. Jinja Minja Yo by Billlie. One listen. Now, this was a masterpiece. When I first heard Jinja Minja Yo, I was like, okay, this is weird, but kind of cute. Then I realized I actually loved it. The melody, the energy, the choreography, it's so addictive. I know people said the title was ridiculous, but that's literally why it works. It's nonsense, and it knows it's nonsense. Plus, that Suki fan cam, iconic. She single-handedly made everyone rethink their opinions. I still listen to this song regularly. It's chaotic good. Queen Card by I-DLE. 2 to 3 listens. This one had to grow on me. The first time I heard it, I was like, okay. But by the second or third listen, I was fully in it. It's funny because I rarely ever like an I-DLE song right away. They always need to marinate for a bit. But Queen Card grew on me so fast. It's satire, it's bold, it's in your face. Once you realize they're being unserious on purpose, it all clicks. The choreography, the energy, the message, it's just fun. And at the end of the day, that's what pop should be. Dice by NMIXX. A little over 5 listens. I wanted to like this one immediately. I really did. But Dice took me some time. It had that same multi-section style like O.O, and I wasn't ready for the emotional whiplash again. After a few listens though, I was like, okay, I see the vision. Once I got used to the randomness, it became kind of addictive. This might have been the last NMIXX title track that had that full chaotic structure, and I kind of miss it. Like, yeah, it's choppy and unpredictable, but that was their whole charm. It's like a roller coaster with no seatbelt. Terrifying, but fun once you let go. Woke Up in Tokyo by BABYMONSTER, Asa and Ruka. Never liked it. Yeah, this one never clicked for me. I tried. I really, really did. I listened multiple times. I wanted to understand the hype, but bro, I don't get it. I genuinely don't. Every time I say that, someone's in the comments like, you just don't like fun. No, I like fun songs that sound good. To me. And in my opinion, Woke Up in Tokyo just isn't that. This doesn't mean that I hate BABYMONSTER, okay? I love Billionaire, Forever, Click Clack. They have bangers. I just think this one is not it, and that's okay. But what kills me is that every time there's a random song on the timeline getting dragged, a BABYMONSTER fan is always there like, y'all owe Woke Up in Tokyo an apology. No, we don't, babe. Please. You gotta let it go. It's been a year. You can't keep defending that song every time someone says a track is bad. And I say that with love, because those girls are talented. I genuinely root for them, but we gotta be honest, not every song hits. It's fine, we move on, the world keeps spinning. So yeah, those are 10 songs that either took me way too long to like or never clicked at all. I think it really shows how weird my taste is sometimes. Like, I can love macaroni cheese instantly, but Zimzalabim took me years? Make it make sense. I think that's what makes being a K-pop fan so fun though. You never know what's gonna grow on you. Sometimes the songs you hated at first become your favorites. Sometimes the songs you thought were bops end up feeling mid later. It's all part of the chaos, and I love that for us. Let me know in the comments which of these songs you agree or disagree with. And also tell me how many listens it took you to like them. Or if you never did, be honest. I'm not judging. Music taste is personal, and it's all love here. Also, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, comment macaroni supremacy so I know you're one of the real ones. Let's see who actually finished the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I really want to do a part 2 of this and talk about even weirder songs that took me forever to understand. Trust me, it only gets messier from here. Thank you for watching. Love y'all. Bye!